6:48 p.m. Tuesday, October 19th, 2021. Episode number 889 of Oh Yeah Dude. My name is Jonathan. This is Seth. Hello, Seth.
Hello, Jonathan. Episode number 889 of Oh Yeah Dude. What happens when I type in 889 just to make sure that we're not going to miss anything? Make sure.
Don't say angel number because that's the first thing that always shows up.
Bam.
889. 8 plus 8 is 16 plus 9 is 25. 2 plus 5 is
7. 466 North Hobart Boulevard, apartment number 7. Again, thank you. Do the math. Tell me.
Tell me.
America's podcast. Thank you so much for joining
us. For being here.
Thank you for listening. If you're listening to this and you say, hey, maybe I'll see these guys for $8.90 in Milwaukee.
Ooh, 890 episodes
That's
live.
Perfect. Live.
On stage.
Back room at Collectivo, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
I can't wait.
What will we be serving? Patent pending right now using an HPP, that's high pressure processing. Will we have, based out of Austin, Texas, any of Crafty Counter's new Wonder Eggs? The very first ready-to-eat vegan hard-boiled eggs. Sorry. Oh, my God.
Pop one of those bad boys.
Oh, man,
right
in the
before
morning? I'm Rocky. Or was he cracked it?
He's
I'm new Rocky.
I'm new Rocky.
Don't want that.
Were you not a fan of the hard-boiled egg?
Boo!
I love a hard-boiled egg with a little salt and pepper on it.
Oh, my
little S&P.
God. After a morning lovemaking session, honey, fuck that noise.
Why would you make that?
Because
Why would you pursue making that?
Why would you spend
It's
all
like
your
a
time and money?
fringe, kind of a weird fringe thing to begin with. Is it because you could make...
Because you're crazy.
No, you know what maybe it is? Is it because it's not about the hard-boiled egg, it's about the fact that you make egg salad out of hard-boiled eggs, and egg salad is popular?
Strictly about the hard-boiled egg. Pop. Instagram. Pop.
Pop it.
Oh, my God.
Pop
honey.
it.
Honey, did you get a photo of that after our lovemaking? I'm eating it. Oh, my God.
That don't sound good.
It don't sound right. But I want everything to be exactly the same, vegan and regular. I want the world to just be I want two worlds.
Two worlds.
Two worlds.
But you're saying everything vegan
that exists
should be should be a duplicate of the other thing. There shouldn't be any new things.
It should be no thing. It should only be existing. You've got to get maybe cookbooks from turn of the century American cookbooks, and you just have to recreate those dishes, but vegan.
Vegan only.
Like so beef Wellington with a vegan au jus. This is interesting and disgusting. Both the regular version and you know what's even worse? Your new version.
Your new vegan version
sucks.
It was disgusting to begin with.
You made it worse.
And you've made it worse.
Well, I'm only using turn of the century American cookbooks. Let me do another. I'm on a food. Dickie's barbecue pit. We done talked about Dickie's.
I have one.
That's legit.
About a mile from my house.
Have you been yet?
I have not.
You have to go.
For what?
Legit Texas barbecue. Since 1941, authentic, low and slow, the way you like it, smoked Q. Now, I don't remember what episode, but we talked a few episodes ago about Dickie's opened up a Dickie's in Tokyo. And
people went ham. We thought people would go ham.
Well, they went so crazy.
They've murdered each.
They
murdered.
It's a whole new Dickies. Forest murders. It's like whatever There was always like a lot of forest murders there.
Now there's
the Dickies murders.
These are the BBQ murders.
They opened up a second location in Tokyo because so many people are killing people to get into Dickies. They were like, we must open another location for the livelihood of our citizens.
Okay.
So that's incredible. They just opened one up this is like, what country in the world eats the most, like obsessed with meat?
Who? Where?
What country? What South American country?
Brazil?
Sao Paulo, which is the largest populated city in all of Brazil. They just dropped a Dickies. Murder time!
So
Are you kidding me?
I guess I gotta try this Dickies.
They are going to open 110 more in Brazil. They just decided, like...
You know what? You like one? What about 111?
There's one in Palm Desert by Jonathan. How about 111 in Rio?
Okay.
Are you kidding me? Carnival, they're going to be whipping fucking low and slow Q at the crowd. Are those beads? Well, yes, but on it...
It beads.
Yes.
It beads once it hits you.
Yes, once it gets on your hot skin. I mean, are you kidding me? These companies, they're just like, we are about to make all the money in the world.
You think it's that they realize that they probably make more money going to those places than like opening ones in America where like nobody cares and no one has any money? Like,
Nobody cares. What you know what it is? We have
everything.
Everything.
That's what I mean.
We've had every...
It's like we're about to drop something that doesn't exist here. They're going to lose their shit.
They're going to murder... You remember what happened in Tokyo?
Imagine
in the summer of 2021?
Tokyo.
Multiply that by 100.
Sao Paulo 2023.
My God.
Yeah.
It's
I mean, it's smart
it's
because
insane.
I mean, think about the things that dropped on us, like I mean, it's maybe a weird example, but like there's things that came here. I mean, at Jollibee we've never been to, but when it dropped here, people were like, "Holy shit!" Papa Bear, Papa's beard.
I know. I mean, I don't think it
Not
works.
the same thing.
It doesn't work in the same way.
What is there anything that came
Nothing.
here that?
No, when it comes to like...
Because Pollo Campero, but like that doesn't count because it's like we already have our chicken places.
When it's just us outsourcing
Our like
our
American
chain regional delicacies
flavor
to the world.
Our heat.
Put it in and out in Tokyo and tell me what happens. They'd have to shut it down.
I mean, if they put it in and out anywhere other than California, the place would go
It would be
fucking
like
berserk.
State would
I mean,
Alabama would light
people
on
like
fire.
picket and like
over.
they've been fighting for one up the street from my house for like 4 years. When it happened, they had like a celebration. There's one that's like 7 minutes away, and they wanted one so bad here that these people like picketed for it.
Birmingham riots 2025 when they got their first In and Out.
So, yeah, it's probably not. There's not maybe an equivalent.
Gotta get into that Dickies.
They couldn't. There's not something that we could have dropped on us that we would react the same way
Some
to.
German sausage. Look out, America! Look out for what?
I mean, that stuff does well.
Look out, America! Her schnitzel man's coming. Her fucking what? Get the fuck out of here. Nothing. There's got to be something, but it's nothing. There's no place that has something that drops here where we're like, ah! Nothing.
I guess not.
Nothing. They can't handle it. Uh-oh. Stockholm's famous Meatball Emporium is coming. Okay. Whatever. It's like Dune's on HBO Max. I'll probably just sit through that. And, I guess.
Dreams take us on a alternate reality.
I like that. We were talking about dreams.
But Burning Man.
Last episode.
It's the theme.
I guess that will probably. I guess that's going to be a theme through the burn.
Well, I think there was probably a lot of time spent pondering dreams over the last year because there was nothing else to do.
Dream.
But maybe turn to a dream state to look towards a better time. Something not.
Oh, you mean look to the past for
or just
a better time, or to the
or just
future?
something that isn't
reality.
Isn't reality.
Dream.
Dreams, if you will. Phantasmagoric.
If you will.
So they are an alternate reality. They also happen while we are fast asleep. And a new study led by Northwestern researchers shows that a person in the midst of a vivid dream can perceive incoming questions and provide answers to them. The researchers studied people attempting to have lucid dreams. Dreams in which people are aware that they are dreaming. The team based its experiment on two known premises. First, that the lucid dreamers can signal to an observer by moving their eyes. And second, that sensory stimuli, such as flashing lights or gentle beeping sounds, can be presented to dreamers in a way that would register and alter their memory processing, but not wake them up. The study's participants were trained in techniques to improve the likelihood of them having a lucid dream.
Wow.
They were then instructed to signal to researchers when they experienced such a dream, usually with a sequence of eye movements to the left and to the right. The researchers used brainwave data to confirm that study participants had reached REM, the REM stage of sleep, a phase in which lucid dreaming can occur. The investigators found that it was possible for people whilst dreaming to follow instructions, do simple math, answer yes or no questions, and differentiate between sensory stimuli. They could respond using eye movements or by twitching facial muscles. The researchers refer to these successful conversations as interactive dreaming. Quote, "We found that individuals in REM sleep can interact with an experimenter and engage in real-time communication," says senior author Ken Paller, professor of psychology and director of the Cognitive Neuroscience program at Weinberg College of Arts and Sciences. "We also showed that dreamers are capable of comprehending questions and engaging in working memory operations and producing answers."
Sounds curious. But I guess I'm not versed. The lucid dreaming, you're dreaming. So has to be some consciousness
Active observing the dream state.
It's just...
So that is let's say it is your waking mind being aware of the fact that you are in a dream state.
But you're in REM, you're in like...
Right, but the idea is, I think it's, one way that it's explained is, imagine if you could put your body to sleep but not your mind. So that your body is gone into a sleep state, but that you have kept your mind awake enough to where you can become cognizant of the fact that you have slipped into a sleep state. And by not disturbing that state, you begin to go through the cycles of what your sleep process is, but with a mind that is still technically awake.
But does that, restoratively speaking, would that
my understanding, it is not restorative.
Don't you have to check out so all the muck gets
Well, I mean, I guess you're observing the muck, maybe. But my understanding is that people get very tired from it sometimes and stuff like that. They also
they're not really sleeping because they're like...
But also that it's hard to even do if you are genuinely tired.
Dreams, you're not dreams are supposed to be mildly upsetting, and I guess what's that lucid dreaming? You're it's always it's all good. You're winning things and
well, you
do whatever you want, right?
You do whatever you want.
You're not going to put yourself in bad situations. You're going to
I think people put themselves in bad situations all the time.
Maybe to face some demons.
No, but just that they're not. Just because you're aware doesn't mean you're entirely in control.
Okay.
And then there's
why did I open this door and walk down this? Why am I walking into this basement?
Well, we do this to ourselves in our own lives.
Walk into basements of houses?
Well, no, but I'm in control of my own destiny, but I find myself in situations I don't want to be in all the time.
You're in control of your own destiny?
Well, you know what I mean.
That?
Theoretically. But we wind up at things we don't want to be at.
Oh, yeah, we do.
Parties and movies.
Yep,
so it's it's no reason why events that we didn't ever really...
Recitals.
So, I don't know. This is coming at a time where I have been attempting to expand a bit on this, and I have not...
To these realms.
I am not...
Doing math.
I have not been terribly successful, I would say.
Okay.
However, I have had enough experiences here and there throughout my life to know that to believe that there is a possibility to experience these types of things. I don't think this is...
It all seems like so much work. When I go to bed, I lay down, I close my eyes, I pray for the best, usually don't get it. Several hours later, I get back in the game. That's it.
Yeah.
For the most part, the dreams are anxiety ridden.
But you remember them?
I remember.
How often?
I remember
every night.
No, I had a really weird one that I was trying to piece together.
Have you ever written them down?
No, but I said this 2 mornings ago. I was like, I had the fucking weirdest dream. I was like getting out of a car that wasn't mine. I was wearing shorts, so Samantha was like, "Stop!" Like,
that's weird.
Weird.
I had a dream with you in shorts.
What's that? That's my thing. I
think it was. It has to be planted because
like,
we talked about it on the show that I've never seen you in
she
shorts.
Was just like, there's no. Well, that's already crazy. And there was a procession. It was some sort of religious procession of people of the Jewish faith walking down a sidewalk, a large group, and then she
like
ran
Hasidics?
Not even, just like they were Jewish.
Jewy-looking people.
They were, and she ran up and then was like, "You got to do this, like, for her friend's mom needs a son," because it was mothers and sons and fathers and sons. And I was like, "What?" She's like, "You have to do it. Her son's on here. You have to be her son." And I'm like, "I can't."
Oh, dude, I thought you were gonna have. She was forcing you to have sex with
No,
somebody,
no,
like
no,
impregnate
to join this ceremony. And I'm like, "I can't do that." And then she was like, "I need you to do this." And so I was like, "Well, I have to do it because she says I have to do it for her." But I'm like, "How could you have me do this?" And then we walked into a religious building, and the men went to the left, and the boys went to the right, and then the door opened.
Are you a boy?
I was with the men. And
but I thought you were. Who did you do it for? Or who did she make you do it for?
Her friend's mom that I've met like once. And then there were wooden hangers with bathrobes, and people were like I didn't see disrobing, but people were putting bathrobes on. And when I got there, the last robe was like a 70s shorty robe. And when I put it on, like, you could see like my balls and shit. And I'm like, I can't go out there. Like, I was like, I can't go out there. And then that was like the end of it. So I'm like, I don't know. There's so much to unpack.
It's so good. It's so good.
Yeah.
I want as many of your dreams as possible. I feel like I've talked about my dreams ad nauseum, and we've never gotten to hear about
when it was
yours.
happening. I was like, I can't do this. Like, what am I doing? I can't. I don't know what I was doing, or what by proxy, or what the ceremony. Yeah, it was. So it's just like, what the fuck? Yeah. So that's enough. I don't need any more than that. I just lay on my back with my new Tempur-Pedic pillow,
I think,
close my eyes and pray for the best.
Obviously, people that want to do this are trying to just escape their own reality, one, or two, that they believe that there is something maybe valid or real about that state. Where I think one could argue that's
gain some.
I mean, it almost becoming. I mean, people talking about traveling the astral plane and stuff like that, that is something. My thing about the lucid dream things is that the ability to lucid dream almost, how should I say it? For me, almost confirms the
here we go.
The preposterous fantasy nothing. It's not a thing. Like the idea that you could become awake in a dream and then control it all means that it's just like.
I thought you meant that our waking time is like preposterous and not real.
Well, that is too. No, but I mean that the idea that that there's maybe mystical information to be taken from that. Like, it almost becomes less like, no, it's really just like your brain and your imagination like fully unhinged and just not. It's still a bizarre thing that we do, that we die for like 9 hours in a day, it's crazy.
Yeah.
But I don't know that. I mean, I've, for so much of my life, I have kind of looked for answers in those places. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And I believe that maybe that's that's some weird projection that I think, being either so uncomfortable or so confused or so unhappy with this state, you have no choice but to project that, like, but the real answers lay somewhere else.
The Burning Man said the answers are there. So,
and that that's not the case.
Maybe that's the
truest.
Not
to say that the astral plane isn't a real thing.
Maybe that's the truest sense that we should be going there for answers when that becomes.
But if I could contact someone on the astral plane. That is to say, two people having the same dream elsewhere and being like, I found you.
I saw you.
That to me is more interesting. But that is
at the ceremony.
You remember?
We both had shorty robes.
We both had the ballsy
We were
robes.
like, what are we gonna fucking do?
I feel like maybe I was involved in this dream slightly.
Could have been.
Because I definitely had a dream that you were in that was a large procession dream.
Yeah.
How long ago was this?
This was a couple nights ago.
Okay, because
she ran up to me because she's like, I have to put these pants on. They were like black, like dress pants, because the procession, the people were wearing
Jewish pants.
Yeah, maybe it could have been an Orthodox situation.
Well, black pants.
Everyone was wearing like
temple
formal
locks.
wear. We were going, yes. And so I was like, what? Put these on. Put these on. Oh man, very weird. I got word from a listener from Plano, Texas. It's about 30 minutes from Frisco, Texas, home of the Star, the world headquarters of the Dallas Cowboys. She went to check on our sticker. It is not there.
Okay, so it's been removed.
It's okay, which is okay.
That's fine.
It
was there longer than it should have been.
It was there way longer than...
We meant no disrespect.
Yes. So I feel better that that's a no harm, no foul.
But it definitely was there for a minute.
It was definitely there. So that's all. I think everything has been set in motion right now. Everything is.
Do you think it was taken because word got back to them after us talking about it on the show?
Yes.
That somebody talked to headquarters?
I think Dak wanted it, and he scraped it off himself. I was watching Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders making the team. And they brought in a guest choreographer. They were watching some of the women perform a routine. All of a sudden, we look over. There's a cheerleader on the end. All the other cheerleaders were pretty much dancing in pretty much unison in this dance routine. There was a pom-pom that was gone, and they were like, what is happening? The woman on the end was... At one point, they leaned up. They thought she was having a stroke because when the camera was on her, her eyes were wide open, very expressive. Her head was all the way back. She was not doing the movements. The pom-poms were on the ground. I was like, oh, she's having a seizure. This is like, they're not hydrating.
The stress
these women. The
making
stress
this
of trying
team.
to make this team. And then she's putting her fingers up to her face like she's having a conversation. I was like, oh, She's disassociated from her body. And I hate to have to see this. By hate to have to see it, I mean love to get to see this.
Slow motion it.
Rewinding. They have to stop because they don't know if they have to bring paramedics down onto the field. Oh, are you okay, Diana? Are you okay? Yeah, what? Are you? Oh, are you okay? What are you doing? Oh, I'm sorry. The choreographer, he said to create a story. So I was creating they meant create a story like a backstory for for your energy to dance. I made a story that my ex-boyfriend, he was trying to call me, and so she's over on the side
having a story.
Full story. Living her own life. Fighting to make that team. Right now we have moved her down.
Couple of tears
to take you down, because all the dignitaries that you have to meet, once you make that team, we can't have her meeting like a weather person from the local station and then just, what's the weather? Well, let me know. Let me call my ex-boyfriend. Cloudy. So people are everyone is doing their best. And we have to support everyone doing their best.
That's what you get for using catchphrases like that you just assume everyone knows and won't take literally.
Yeah.
You know?
You have to explain that.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was like, oh, I can do that.
I can do this. It's like improv.
But she was really, she was like, screaming at him. You motherfucker. Come back at your shit. And like everyone's looking over her like, what the fuck is going on? My bad. Misinterpretation, my bad.
But also not to pick up on the fact that no one else was
not
having their own.
Person. Everyone doing the exact same moves, but then all looking over at her. She's like pointing, stomping. It's K Diana. That's K, capital K, A-Y, capital D, I-A-N-N-A. K Diana.
So that the emphasis is on the D, the K and the D.
I guess K Diana.
But also, if you just take the capitals, then it's Katie.
If you just take Katie, maybe we call her Katie.
That's what I would do.
And then we call an ambulance for Katie.
Katie's head.
Katie's.
Researchers have developed a hologram that allows you to reach out and feel it. Not unlike the holodecks of Star Trek. University of Glasgow scientists have created a hologram system that uses jets of air, known as Aero Haptics, to replicate the sensation of touch. According to Ravinder Dahiya, a researcher who worked on the project, he said that the air jets can allow you to feel people's fingers and hands and their wrists. The team published a paper.
Lower forearm. Wow.
Lower forearm, upper
Interesting.
forearm. The team published a paper of their findings in Advanced Intelligence Systems. Quote, In time, this could be developed to allow you to meet a virtual avatar of a colleague on the other side of the world and really feel their handshake. I mean,
Firm grip.
could even be the first steps towards building something like a holodeck.
See, this is just first steps.
Similar to previous touch sensory holograms, the Aero Haptics system doesn't require a handheld controller or smart gloves in order to produce the sense of touch. Instead, a nozzle, which is able to respond to the movements of your hand, blows air with an appropriate amount of force onto you.
Wanky.
Dahiya and his team tested this with an interactive projection of a basketball, which he said can be convincingly touched, rolled, and bounced.
Interesting.
Quote, the touch feedback from air jets from the system is also modulated based on the virtual surface of the basketball, allowing users to feel the rounded shape of the ball as it rolls from their fingertips when they bounce it and they slap in their palm when it returns.
Guys.
I mean, they're just...
Hey, come on. It's all just cool.
Well, not only cool, but let's just... We know what you're doing.
You know what you do. Slapping in your palms.
Come
on, guy. Come on, scientize, guys.
Good luck with that.
So Aero what? Aero Hap. So that, I'm assuming it all goes back to pornography and yes.
Ultimate pornography.
What are you doing there?
I'm doing my Aero Haptic exercises.
Doing my diaphragmatic breathing.
Yeah, so I guess the idea is that air creates, you can create pressure at different areas. But the idea that I could...
That's weird, though.
The idea of the Aero Haptics that the resistance is going to be what I actually feel.
That's what's going to
when
make
I touch
feel...
you, when I touch your finger like this,
yes,
that what I'm actually feeling is not your finger per se, but the resistance of being able to, the resistance of moving through your finger, so that air is all it would take to, for me, if I'm not able to use the visual reference.
Okay.
So what I'm looking at is a finger.
Okay.
And then I'm going like this.
So it's using all the senses, is what.
Yeah. It's tricking your senses.
It's tricking them.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's illusioning your senses. It's a.
So that's a glizzy. Oh, I thought it was your finger. See, the Aero Haptic glizzy. That's crazy. They can do that.
Aero Haptic glizzy.
That's wild, man. Whoa. Oh, science, man. And that's so I can, if I'm in a Zoom meeting, I can shake the person's hand.
It's very nice to meet you. Whoa. Hey, now.
Wow, nice forearms. So anyway, we're going to take it from the back burner to another burner. And
feel up that arm of you, sir.
Oh, my God, that's an elbow. Anyway, so what's our business? What are we doing these days together? How do we build a business?
Do we have together?
How do we build it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so...
First steps.
Yeah. I mean, they can... Once a basketball, it can be other round
things that slap in your hands.
Slap in your hand, technically.
This is wild. In Atlanta, Georgia, one of the world's largest elevator towers will soon be opened to test elevators of the future, high above the suburbs. TK Elevators... 420-foot tower is set to become fully operational next year. TKE, move beyond. They are moving towards next generation mobility solutions. There are currently 18 shafts that you can test right now. You can test new concepts, new products.
You think about that. You got to have shafts. You got to test how to elevate. You got to test
I know,
elevators,
but
right?
elevators, like, when was the last time you were in an elevator that felt new to you, like new tech? It's all old. They're all old elevators.
See it. You don't see it. So maybe
some of these new products, high-speed twin elevators,
twins stacked,
double
stacked.
Rope-free elevators that move horizontally.
Oh, that's a horizontal elevator.
Well, that's sort of an oxymoron, isn't it? Elevate means
elevate means
elevator.
Get lifted.
But you're just
what's that?
It's a side elevator.
Horiz.
Horizator.
Let's get horizated, shall we?
It's a horizator.
That's true. I guess you're right. Elevator, elevation, elevate.
It's a horizator.
You can't go sideways. I'm so sorry.
Not unless I'm also simultaneously going
rising.
up.
Maybe the gradation is
a
just
diagonal
enough that
letter. Well, that's an escalator.
That's an escalator. Well, I think TKE, maybe because they're dealing with so much mobility, they could work in a lot of spaces.
A lot of spaces.
I'm going to talk about a thing that hasn't changed
mobility
much
spaces.
from what we can see.
Escalators?
The escalator.
It hasn't changed a bit. Still dangerous as fuck.
Grabs you. Oh, I dropped
metal grate.
I dropped a penny. Let me pick that up
dead.
right at the end.
Fingers gone.
Bye-bye. Hi. Now I'm tilted.
Rope-free horizontalators. Elevators that can also withstand Arctic cold and extreme heat. I'm sure that has to do with mining or, I don't know.
Okay. Oh, like we're going down into this mine.
Arctic cold or extreme heat. That's got to be for, that kind of stuff.
It's more that like when a company does something, it's because they know more than we do, and maybe they just know that like in 20 years you'll either live where it's
one or the other.
100. You live where it's 140
Day to day,
degrees,
it's gonna
or you live where
change.
it's 10 degrees. Which one do you want to live in?
Which elevator you want to take?
We'll feed you fake like pea crickets in either, enough to sustain you to live
in this extreme
whichever condition. But you want heat or cold? The elevators work great in both. They're stackable and they go horizontally. Do I ever get to go up? We stopped building up.
We don't do those anymore.
We don't do that anymore. Because if you go up, it gets too hot or too cold.
One or the other.
One or the other.
You got to stay right here, just left to right.
Do you like pea crickets? Because we have all different. We have 400 different recipes for pea cricket.
Bars. They're all bars.
They're all bars. Ice cream, drink.
So
I mean, we're gonna get there, right?
That would be fun to see.
Fun to see, not fun to test.
You don't want to take a tour of this new tech. We've never used it before.
It's a new shaft. Get on it.
Get in this new shaft for us, will you?
Terrifying, man. That's scary.
But that makes sense that there's like a world that needs that.
Can they make them
not scary?
Well, for me, what you'd have to do is make it. You can't enclose me in a box. So you have to make it that
more like a gondola.
It can be inside, but it has to be
Do you want a glass?
I have to see it.
Glass.
And there has to be multiple escape, like very easy escape hatches. If it was to stop, there's a little ladder within the box. I can climb out and get out of another way. So I'm not just in a coffin, a moving coffin. Does that make sense? I need to see the gully works of inside the tunnel.
You like that?
I would rather be able to look at the gray
like the pulley
wall,
system and stuff?
Yeah, than to be just enclosed in the coffin.
That's like the ones at Beverly Center. Remember those?
Yeah.
Those were cool.
For a minute, they only what's floors?
They were fluorescent. It's like fluorescent lit shaft with like the numbers written on it, and you could like see the fact that you were going up like a concrete shaft. They stopped doing that?
I'm not sure. I also need a ladder inside the coffin
to get to the escape hatch.
Even if it puts me on the roof, whatever it is, if I have to walk, I just need to get out of the coffin if it stops.
Have you ever been in an elevator that's...
I can't even stop. No, I have not. I've been in elevators where the doors took 2 to 3 seconds longer to like open and entered I don't know how you would explain it. Enter a state where if given the opportunity of death, I would take that over knowing that like for 9 minutes I'm going to be in this state. Yeah, give me the pill. Boom, done. Die right. And then it would open. I'd be like,
the elevator in my new place
to
downtown, it's like a freight elevator.
Where you like it goes do and you know you're on the floor, but the door takes 3 more beats to go.
The door closes.
Perfect.
Makes a weird sound.
Of course it does.
And then when it first takes off, it like
goes a little, yeah.
And then after that, you feel it moving from side to side.
No, that's a phone call to maintenance. No, that needs to be monitored. They're not supposed to sway.
It's a pop, like a hard pop.
Yeah.
And then it shakes the doors, the
like
walls,
a ski lift.
and then
you're just
for a little. No, it just enough, but you're going both up and also kind of swaying side to side,
like a Ferris wheel in the wind in Seattle. Nope.
USA Today snapshots. Whether we would or whether we should, Americans say that if it were possible to bring back extinct species, these are the species that they would like to see.
T-Rex, right? People love
12% say dinosaurs.
People love that shit.
16% say a Tasmanian tiger.
I guess if you're bringing it back in a park
controlled environment. It's Jurassic.
It's
a Jurassic environment.
Thank you.
Jurassic Park-like environment.
People love that shit, man.
12% say dinosaurs. 16% say Tasmanian tiger. I would like to see one of those.
What is that? Sounds violent.
You've never seen one?
No, I know Tasmanian devil.
I think there's like only one There's one piece of footage of the last surviving Tasmanian tiger.
Died like in our lifetime?
It died before our time, but
in like our current kind of world of the last couple hundred years.
Yeah, but it is like prehistoric.
Interesting.
Looking.
Is it docile?
This is
They'll
it.
breed it that way. It's called a what?
That's it. You see that?
What's it called?
Tasmanian tiger.
Wow. Never seen that.
There's one small piece of footage of one that they had in captivity, I think in the early 1920s or something.
Some DNA of that so we could do that?
But then, yeah, there's like talk that maybe they're not...
Mix it with a chihuahua?
Totally extinct.
And just sell them for a lot of money?
We don't see them anymore. That's a fucking cat. They're saying they think...
Chew. Super expensive. For our ultra elites. This is what we can bring back our extinct species. Ultra elites need their pets.
Damn it.
A stupid domestic cat from a rescue is not going to service an ultra elite.
The last known live animal, Tasmanian tiger was captured in 1930 in Tasmania. Whoa. They weighed about 66 pounds. They were fucking like weird, crazy dogs. They were kind of like more like hyenas, even though they were called tigers. Pretty cool. I don't know why I'm like so crazy about them, but
I love them. You want to bring it. You're definitely, if anyone called you,
I guess I'm crazy about them because they have like this very dog-like quality.
Somebody asked you what you'd want to bring back, you'd be like, "Oh, I know. My answer 100 times is this.
Tasmanian tiger.
Nothing else.
Thank you.
Fuck T-Rex. I want this.
Fuck a T-Rex." 19% of people would bring back the woolly mammoth.
The woolly mammoth. I don't know what any of these things are. They sound cool.
22% bring back the dodo bird. I didn't know dodo birds were extinct.
Right. Isn't that one? I don't know. People say that went the way of the dodo bird. I didn't even know that was a real thing. I thought that was just an expression. People really are excited about. People know these things, or were they given these as options? You know?
That I'm not sure.
Like, did people pick up the phone and be like, "Oh, I definitely want a woolly mammoth and a dodo bird"?
26% would like to bring back the giant tortoise, which I think is understandable.
So we lost those? That sucks.
Did.
With the huge tortoises?
And they would like live for like 200 years and shit.
So they'd live for 200 years and we still found a way to get rid of them?
It's like we rip,
powerful stuff.
By like ripping their shells off their bodies and shit.
So
I mean,
what, to like make paella?
Yeah, like
come on, everybody. It's my paella dish. That was at 196. I don't give a fuck. I like food. I'm human. I do what I want when I want. This is my domain.
I would think that maybe they were given a list.
Okay, you'd have to be. Unless people people know what's up. They know what's extinct and what they want to
So
bring
there are
back.
a few living species still considered part of the giant tortoise,
Yeah.
but there's a number of extinct ones as well.
Species of the giant. They lived for a very long time.
The tortoise numbers declined from over 250,000 in the 16th century to a low of around 3,000 in the 1970s.
So we had a chance?
This decline was caused by overexploitation of the species for meat, oil, and habitat clearance for agriculture,
Oil.
and also the introduction of non-native animals to the island, such as rats, goats, and pigs. This is in the Galapagos, where they were abundant.
Love that tortoise oil. I only use lotions with tortoise oil. I'm sorry if they've gone extinct.
Okay, so on June 24th, 2012, the world-famous giant tortoise, affectionately known as Lonesome George,
Oh God.
passed away. He was the last surviving land tortoise from Pinta Island, one of the northern islands in the Galapagos.
Oh no. Oh no. Bet they ate him. Bet they ate him. What
This
do you
is
want?
depressing.
You want a George taco?
You want a Lonesome George taco?
What do you want? Unbelievable.
We don't fuck around. Us
No.
us types, us
Speaking
human
of-
types.
I got.
Oh, sorry. The other
Oh,
part
sorry.
of this question in this survey
Oh, okay.
was, if you could, which species would you bring back? The other question is, do you think that would be ethical?
Oh. What do you want to bring back? And if you,
Well, just is bringing a species back ethical?
it is, right?
I mean, I think it's the most ethical.
Isn't that the
like,
most
hey,
ethical?
sorry we killed you all. Psych, we're
No.
bringing you back.
Or like, oh, they're gone. Fuck them. Like, right? You want to.
21% say it's ethical.
I think it's ethical.
33% say it's not ethical.
Maybe it isn't if more people say it isn't.
46% aren't sure if it's ethical.
I don't know. 47% with me. Does that make it 1 more percent? I don't know. Yes. If
I
something's
guess-
gone forever and you have the chance to bring it back,
But isn't the chance, if you bring something back that's gone, couldn't it just throw the scales off out of whack in another direction?
Probably, but we are already so headed for complete, total annihilation.
Listen,
and destruction
if there's a way of
that
spinning-
maybe this is the only way to save
If
it.
there's a way of spinning a giant tortoise back up, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
I don't really care what it does to the earth.
There's not a fucking thing that they couldn't bring back that they wouldn't be serving on a fucking plate in 3 months.
Man, these fucking things are not
Which one?
small.
the
The
Tasmanian
giant tortoise.
Okay,
I mean, we are talking not small.
dog.
We are talking giant.
Dog. It doesn't
Like-
fucking matter.
Giant.
Whoa,
That's a fucking horse, dude.
dude.
We need
I
that
mean-
oil. We need that sweet,
I
sweet
need my
oil.
lotion for my elbows.
Give me that George oil.
Give a fuck. I got this. Connecticut's Fish and Wildlife Division reversed its recent call of a state record white catfish, saying the images of the catch, they have been proven to be ambiguous and inconclusive. Due to questions raised both internally at the Department of Energy and Environmental Protection and by outside sources, Deep is recalling its initial declaration of a new state record white catfish that was caught in Coventry Lake. They posted to their Facebook page. The angler, Ben Tomkunis of Coventry, said he was so angry with the state's flip-flop that, quote, my teeth hurt from grinding them. Tom Kunis said he submitted ample evidence, and this reversal makes absolutely no sense to him. Now, the record holder for a state of Connecticut for this catfish is 12.7 pounds. That's the state record. The world record for this type of catfish is 19 pounds, 5 ounces. Benny Tomkunis says that he caught a 21.3 pound white catfish from a friend's dock really late one night. So the state record of all time in the state of people that fish 7 days a week, hundreds of years, the state record's 12. Makes sense. The world record's even bigger because over the entire universe of hundreds of thousands of fishermen, the world record is 19. But Ben Tom Kunis 2 weeks ago says he caught a 21-pound white catfish. Okay.
So what did he do with it?
Well, a lot of questions. Tom Kunis took photos and video of the fish. He submitted the evidence to the state. The original fisheries biologist that looked at it and scrutinized the images concluded that indeed this was a white catfish as opposed to a channel catfish. Asked at the time, Mr. Tom Kunis, did you preserve the fish? It'd be very easy if we could just take a look. Oh, you know what I did? I gave it to my grandpa and he ate it. Fuck. Oh, you need to see it? Oh, I gave the world, you know what I did? After I set the world record, I gave it to my grandpa.
To eat.
To eat that night. That's what happened. I'm a straight...
An hour or two later.
I'm a straight shooter. I'm not a liar. That's what happened.
How do you spell this guy's name? I just want to see a picture of this
see a
catfish.
picture of him.
Not of him. I want to see a picture that he provided of the catfish.
Tomkunas.
Kunas.
So without the ability to examine the fish, a definitive call can no longer be made. To maintain the integrity of the database, we have to apologize for our error. Now, channel catfish and white catfish, they're very hard to distinguish once they went into it. You need many, many good photographs of the correct body parts. The anal fin on the white catfish is shorter than on the channel catfish. I mean, you've said that to me
Countless times.
the entire time we've done this podcast.
Dog, I'm only seeing one picture here.
Like one.
I mean, it's a big ass catfish, but I also didn't realize that white. Yeah, like there. I don't think it. I mean, from the to a layman, it's indistinguishable from a regular catfish.
Multiple staff have reviewed his photo. They're no longer in agreement. They think that the announcement was premature. It needs to be immediately rescinded. Tom Kunis, 25 years old, calls it BS. And he will continue to pursue the world record with the International Game and Fish Association. He's become a bit of a minor celebrity in the area since tales of his catch have flashed on news sites around Connecticut and the nation. Strangers have stopped him in the streets, he said, to shake his hand. And now all of a sudden, poof, gone. Fucking liar.
You think?
Oh my God.
It's just a.
You know what happened is my grandpa is starving.
He ate 20 pounds of
He
catfish.
ate the whole thing. What he does is, well, let me tell you, he puts a little butter in. Should I tell you how he does it? He ate it. Wouldn't if you set a world record
But
at
did
something,
he know at the time that he gave it to his grandfather that he had set the world record?
Yeah, he was like, I'm going to continue to pursue this world record with the International Game and Fish Association. This is total BS. I at 25 years old have caught the biggest catfish that's ever been caught in the entire world. I let my grandpa eat it an hour later because I did it. I'm a fisher person.
I'm an angler. That's so weird. Just to make that up?
But do you think he caught it?
Well, I don't know, but it's...
What do you think?
I don't know. It's weirder to make it up.
Is it?
Than to
People all the time concoct every day all over this great nation. There are guys making up lies and looking people in the eye and saying, I caught the biggest catfish in the entire world late one night on my friend's dock last week. Why are you looking all around? Are you looking me in the eye? Because you're looking around. He's a fucking liar. Because if you did that, you would
preserve.
You know what you wouldn't do? You wouldn't drive it to your grandpa's house and be like, eat it.
Well, let me watch you.
Eat it, old man. I'm gonna watch you. Ooh, yeah.
I'm just wondering how much time elapsed that we're talking about.
Well, the time that elapsed was the time that he knew he caught a 11-pound catfish to drive to his grandfather's. So 7 minutes is when it elapsed from when he caught it to when his grandpa was stir-frying it. Fucking liar. This is BS. I'm a local hero. Well, you're a liar.
Local liar.
So you have children shaking what they think is a hero's hand, and they think anything's possible. Right here in my hometown in Connecticut, this young angler, this is a young man of hundreds and thousands of years of fishing tales told. He's done it right here on your friend's dock late one night over Milwaukee's best, maybe.
You
fucking liar. Let me guarantee you something. In our lifetime, he will not, I'm sorry.
It's not the last we've heard of him.
Yeah. No. I'm gonna go back and pursue the world record. Well, we're all pursuing world records in everything because in everything there is a world record. So if we're doing it, I guess we're pursuing a world record on it. I'm pursuing the world record longest podcast of all time. I'm actively pursuing that. Am I shaking kids' hands in the neighborhood and telling them that I've done that? No, because I'm a liar. Oh, God, I can't believe the audacity that people have. But because because it doesn't, this zero checks
I didn't
and
realize how much.
And there's no, you can say anything you fucking want.
Well, I mean, I don't know why lately I've been very preoccupied with stolen valor, which is so deeply frowned upon.
Ooh, they don't like that.
But also, I didn't realize that it's so rampant.
Oh, I mean, well, there is a inherent, exploiting the goodness of people. In general, you would have respect for the women and men that have served this nation, whatever, this stupid, all our stupid wars. It's sacrifices made by both first responders and the military. There has to be a certain reverence.
I mean, there has to be now. I bet you there's a whole new wave of stolen valor of first responders. You know, like during this time, like
guys walking into Dunkin'.
I'm in the
crazy
COVID.
Shift,
I'm in the
man.
COVID clinic.
Oh man, it's a crazy shift over at the COVID clinic. Oh, free coffee? Thank you.
Thank you.
Drive to the next Dunkin'. You fuck. I'm Jared. I drive from Dunkin' to Dunkin' for free 12-ounce coffees. Yeah, the stolen valor, because I guess people, they
just wouldn't
exploit that because you would be like, thank you.
Because you also wouldn't dare question it. Like, it's one of those things that you don't, you know what I mean? It's like, it's a safe thing to do because you as an outsider aren't allowed to be like, prove it, bitch.
Show me a picture of your buddy blown up. Pull it up on your phone. Pull it up.
You know you got it.
Pull it up. I know you took it.
Exactly.
Pull it up.
So it's like how dare you accuse somebody? So then they just get away with it forever until
what are they trying to get?
I think free coffee. I mean, I think it's that just accolades and
being pat on the back.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service.
This one's on me.
Oh, this coffee's on me. Whoa, 2 coffees. Cool. Go on, fire it up.
I'm gonna go to another one.
I guess like a lot of dudes wearing scrubs and
then probably trying to get laid.
Oh, definitely trying to get laid. Walking in scrubs and Crocs. You got your figs on and your Crocs. You put some ketchup on for some fake blood. Oh God, I guess this is that
so
blood.
Sorry. I gotta clean up.
Oh God, it must be from that baby I saved. The blood.
It's a bloody baby.
It's a bloody baby. I just saved it. Yeah, I save bloody babies. Anywho, fucking's cool. I heard.
Fuck, I wouldn't know. I'm too busy saving babies.
Saving babies to fuck. But I do have the next 3 months off. Yeah, fucking. First responders.
Free coffee or fucking.
I guess, yeah. Like, man, that's. Could you go like firefighter? Could you like wear a full like with an axe and just be like, put fake
ash
ash on yourself? God, man, I had to. They said she was infirm. She was 96. I wasn't gonna let that grandmother go.
No way, Jose.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was talking so loud, ladies. I'm sorry. Oh, you overheard that?
Dreaming out loud.
I'm just dreaming up. I'm lucid dreaming about when I wanted to be a firefighter when I was a boy and save lives. Anyway, got the next 3 months off.
Your fucking's cool.
God, man, fucking's crazy. I heard.
I wonder if I'll ever know. Fucking's crazy.
Yeah,
as crazy as they say
crazy
it is.
as saving lives. I probably can't compare. I guess you could try to show me. It won't compare.
There's no possible
There's no
way.
possible way if the three of you tried to show me. You know, because of the baby. No, that was my. Oh, fuck, I mean the fire. Ah, fuck.
The other Dunkin'
Oh,
Donuts.
shit. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean the military. Afghanistan. Fuck.
In Radcliffe, Kentucky, a local landmark is now part of the Guinness Book of World Records. Red Hill Cutlery now owns the world's largest pocket knife at 34 feet 6 inches. This doesn't look real to me. It looks CGI'd, that handle. It's real.
It's real.
Radcliffe is the knife capital of Kentucky.
Don't fuck around there.
Now, Red Hill Cutlery is Kentucky's largest knife showplace and museum.
That's your kind of museum.
I would love to visit this place someday.
Radcliffe, Kentucky. Fuck around and find out.
Showcasing over 100 years of knife history. They are now world record holders.
That's a huge knife. Is it?
It's possible.
Can you call it a pocket knife when it's that big?
Well, it's a folding. Oh yeah.
What's the knife museum?
It's a fucking collection of knives for the last 100 years.
So like we'll see that knife is like kind of goes this way with a blade, and then 20 years later, look, it goes this
it
way
curves different.
with a blade, and then hold on.
Here
Like
it comes.
a few years later,
Wait
like
for
it
it.
has a handle and a blade. Wait. So we're gonna
Where are
do
you
this.
going?
We're gonna do this 2,000 times. Yep.
Where are you going?
And look, like even now today,
so similar.
it has like this handle
so
and then
different.
a blade, and that's it. It's called a knife then, and it was called a pocket knife now. It's a museum.
I mean,
The Museum of Pasta. Look, see how it goes shaped. It looks like a little
neither
elbow.
of those sound that boring to me.
Rigatoni.
If I get to
Watch,
eat,
hold on.
do
Look,
I get
look,
to
look,
try
look.
the different pastas?
Would you get to stab somebody at the museum? See, look. There's a handle, and then the blade. You know how the blade goes this way? Watch. And then the blade goes this way. And then watch. And then the
Wait.
blade goes this way. Watch. This museum sucks. It's literally the exact same thing.
Hasn't changed.
Yeah, but see, there's a little yellow engraved in there, and it looks like it's a little brown in this one. But look.
Come close.
Come closer, look. Don't you see the blade? Oh my God, man. Hey, listen, I'm up for any fucking museum. I'm sure it's fine. It's really the docents that can. That's where the docent has to shine. Where the docent has to take you on a journey.
I don't know what that means. Is that the
Your
museum
guide, yes.
folks?
They have to take you on that journey.
Docent?
The docent. They have to be the ones that bring this alive.
It's up to you to
You let
explain
your
the
imagination
explain the
go.
magic.
Explain this magic.
Show me the magic.
Because it all looks the same. Am I wrong?
It seems like there's.
Am I wrong? I'm wrong. Okay. Because there's other museums and they have like, they're usually about kind of one thing, but there's different things. Like the Harley Davidson Museum in Milwaukee is an amazing museum.
Yeah.
And although there are a lot of motorcycles, they look a lot different
Throughout the
throughout
ages.
time. Unlike the one
Knives.
thing, the two things that look exactly the same, rigatoni and pocket knives.
I recently was told a story of a friend who got a very, very special backdoor tour of the Baseball Hall of Fame by the gentleman was the former president who had stepped down and the guy was like, name it, like, what do you want to do? What do you want to see in the archives? Like Babe Ruth bats, like,
Yeah,
here, feel it, you know. Pretty
How'd
nuts.
that go down?
It's just
Is this a celebrity?
no, but a very successful person.
Okay, an elite.
If
Some
you
of them
will,
might have
if
a
you
dodo
will,
bird for
and
pets.
a baseball fanatic.
What?
So it was
must have
really
been
like
mind-blowing.
He said it was like
One of the best experiences.
said
of
it
his
was the best. I mean, it got brought up as like, what's the best experience?
That's
And he
ever
was
happened
like,
in your life.
Babe Ruth's bat. Like,
life. And that's like for you
white-gloved.
as a knife aficionado. That would be for
That
you.
would be
the day you got like
Radcliffe, Kentucky.
We went to Radcliffe.
When I touched the ground on the tarmac,
and you
I
stepped
knew
on
I
a
was there.
Radcliffe, and you knew you were in the
And
knife capital of
They
Kentucky.
picked me up.
And you have to second you step into Radcliffe, you just start looking around because everyone's just like flip. I like those ones. The ones that are like nunchuck knife. What's that? The one
Butterflies?
what's that? I like that.
Butterfly
That's
knives?
kind of different.
Stilettos, switchblades. They got all of it.
They got it all.
They're gonna
That's
have
a
it all.
museum.
They're going to have all sorts of stuff.
I like
They're
that
going to
one.
have probably historical knives. Like this knife killed this person. This is,
Knife
you can still see
killed
the,
this person.
you can still see-
Here's the bloody, like
or like David Bowie's Bowie knife.
David Bowie,
David Bowie's Bowie knife. Jim Bowie? David
Sam
Bowie?
Bowie,
No.
Davy Crockett,
Jim Bowie.
Jim Bowie, Sam Bowie,
Davy Crockett.
Davy Bowie,
Davy Crockett's Bowie knife.
Davy Crockett's Bowie knife. It's on display in Radcliffe. Come one, come all.
Hold on.
Oh man. All right. Oh, yeah, dude.
My name is Jonathan Larroquette.
My name is Seth Romatelli. We started this podcast in
The Bowie knife was created by James Black in the early 19th century for Jim Bowie. That's what I said.
who's Jim Bowie?
He's the
Person they created it for. Who's Sam?
Sam Bowie's like a filmmaker, like an actor.
Is he like the
He's a
basketball
character
player that
actor.
got drafted before Michael Jordan? Oh, that's Sam Bowie. Yeah, Sam Bowie was he was chosen by the Portland Trailblazers as the first round draft pick in the 1984 draft, ahead of future Hall of Famer Michael Jordan. Oops,
You didn't want to pick him, huh?
it
Just
happens,
want to
man.
go with that one.
That's what happens.
The Bowie knife or Bowie knife is a pattern of fixed blade fighting knife created by James Black in the early 19th century for Jim Bowie, who had become famous for his use of a large knife at a duel called the Sandbar Fight.
Ooh.
This was a formal one-on-one duel that erupted into a violent brawl involving a number of combatants on September 19th,
Say where?
1827. It took place on a large sandbar in the Mississippi River.
Whoa.
The first incarnation, the Bowie knife has come to incorporate several recognizable characteristics and design features.
Yeah, I mean, we saw all of them.
In
Sometimes the blade goes this way. Sometimes the blade depends on how you lay it down.
if you put it
Oh,
down.
whoa, whoa. See, in this room they were all laid this way.
Did you notice that?
Did you notice in this room they were all laid this way? In this room they all
Wait.
face this way.
Wait.
And they all face this way. It's a four-room museum.
Wait.
With four identical knives faced different ways.
Wait.
What's Davy Crockett's deal?
Davy Crockett.
Davy Crockett was an American folk hero, frontiersman,
Davy Crockett had
soldier,
the
and
coonskin
politician.
hat.
Yeah, right?
That's what he was famous for,
He
not
was
a
the
Bowie knife.
King of the wild frontier.
Yeah.
Wow, man. This dude looks racist.
He probably was.
Man.
The chances are.
Oh, my God. All right.
My name is Jonathan. This is Seth.
Yes.
Our show is called Oh Yeah Dude. This is
Started
episode
in February of 2006.
889
It's
episodes.
now we're going to be rolling into November of 2021, which is amazing. We're on the road. We had our quinceañera in February. We're on our road to our Sweet 16.
And also our 1000th episode.
Well, I guess right now, 889, 890 will be the live show in Milwaukee on Saturday the 30th. I guess, yeah, we're
mean,
looking
maybe I
at
should-
900 episodes. I mean, what the fuck, yo?
I
That's so many episodes.
thank you for listening and
Yeah. I mean, are you kidding me?
come and see us in Milwaukee. If you're in the area, please come. It'll be very nice to see you. It'll be great to fill that place out and have a nice first show out in the world back. We did play a show in LA, a local show, which was lovely. But this would be us like really being out there for the first time in quite some time, and we're looking forward to it. It's October 30th, Saturday, at the back room at
Whoa.
Collectivo.
So, I mean, we're right in like This is just posted 17 hours ago. Vignaharta Ganesh has just done their 900th episode based on the Hindu scriptures revolving around Lord Ganesha. The show has just completed their 900th episode. We are like on their heels. When I think of
On the heels of Ganesh.
on the heels of Ganesh, the
UhhYeahDude.
UhhYeahDude story. When I think about great feats in entertainment, I really always put them at number one, out of respect.
Who is this again?
That is Vignaharta Ganesh. And then I place us at number two.
Yeah.
Penultimate.
When did they start their show?
Let me see. The cast and crew of Sony Entertainment Television's mythological show, Vignaharta Ganesh, is in celebration mode. Based on the Hindu scriptures revolving around Lord Ganesha, the show has completed 900 episodes. The show has managed to keep
This is a
viewers
show?
intrigued
A
and
television
engaged.
show?
Sounds like a television show.
Where?
I believe this would be in India.
So it's 900 podcast episodes or 900 episodes of a television
This is
show?
a television show. Madrakshi Mundal, who plays Parvati, says, quote, "My journey has only been fantastic, and it feels great that my character of Parvati has been loved by many." And I say that same. My journey has been fantastic, and I feel that my character of Roma,
My Romanian
my
character.
Romanian character, Seth Joseph Romanian character, has been loved by so many. I throw so in. She only said many. I'm going to say so many.
Please come back for 890, whether that be in the flesh or
or via
the internet.
internet.
We are independently listener supported. We do not do commercials or advertising. Our listeners, the show is free, but we ask those who can afford it to pledge to us on our Patreon page. $5 a month gets you access to all the videoed episodes, all the archived audio episodes dating back to 2006. It gives you heads up on merch and ticket sales. It gives you discounts on merch. Most importantly, it supports the show and allows us to stay thriving and independent. And that means so much to us, and it means so much to you, the listener, whether you know it or not.
They know.
No, I
because
know.
They
I know you know.
how crucial they are to this.
But thank you to everybody who does that. And please, if you haven't done it and you've been listening for a while, consider doing it. Also, come back, tell a friend.
The Judy Justice, Judge Judy's show is going to starts on Monday, November 1st. Be a perfect, come down from the live show. It's on IMDb TV, so I can finally figure out what the fuck that is for us, for our upcoming Bosch. It's syndicated, so it's on our CBS station here in Los Angeles. So no, Judge Judy was. That's how I discovered it during the pandemic in March of last year. So it's on 2 episodes back to back, 4 and 4:30. So I just record them, and then I sit on my couch and I watch them. Great. Okay, so I want to support and watch her new show. So it's like the whole rigmarole of having to get this remote and then using my normal-sized human fingers to try to work that fucking Apple remote that was designed. I don't know who it was designed for.
I mean, the new one is better.
Okay,
but
maybe I need to just get a new.
But fuck, man,
to have to
they suck.
The 35 minutes it will take for me each time to do that each day it's just makes everything like such a fucking hassle.
It sucks. I mean, dude, I'm watching this stupid fucking baseball game on fucking Hulu, and all of a sudden, I'm like, there's another show's audio playing, perfectly same volume as the baseball game, just another show.
This is like watching it you said on Hulu.
On Hulu, on my television, through my Apple TV, and I just start hearing another television show. So I exit out of Hulu and then and I realize what it's doing is it's simultaneously playing me Hulu Live and the thing that I'm playing on Hulu at the same time. And it won't stop.
No, it won't.
And then all of a sudden it's the fucking Steelers playing, and the last Steelers game, who do they play? It was like a crazy game too. Anyway,
Seahawks.
yeah, it was the Seahawks Steelers game, and I'm like, this. I pay between the two houses. I pay $130 a month, and I cannot, for the life of me, I've shut down the app. I fucking shut down the Apple TV. I turn off the television. I restart
Lose
it.
everything.
My thought
No,
is,
you're
I was
watching a
like, this
live
can't
sporting
possibly be Hulu. This must be some other component of mine, and it's feeding through my soundbar.
Nope.
100% only Hulu.
Nope.
This is not the first time it's fucking happened. And I was like, and then when that goes away, then the game, because a million people are watching it and it can't handle the amount of fucking streaming eyes, it starts to like, and I'm like, this is like how far we have come forward in order to go backwards is like, it is fucking beyond me. And I am, and this is just like, and I'm like, I pay
All the money in the world.
so much more
just
money
wanna
now
watch this.
than I have ever paid for my media, and I don't even have regular cable. And I'm already like, if I was to get DirecTV, that would be another $100 a month. Like, I'm off the rails here, and nothing is remotely easier.
It's so much harder.
And I don't have a DVR. Because none of these companies offer a DVR feature.
So you can't rewind the play. So
I
you're
can't
watching
say
a live-
Hulu.
You're watching a live sporting event, but you don't have access to say, I want to see that again. It was so fantastic.
Sorry. Yes, it has
Okay.
buffer. But I can't I can't record 30 episodes. Like, it's
Yes.
on demand, but it's
Yes.
not like,
No,
it's not the same.
Available in the moment,
And-
right there too.
And it's not like I have, it's just,
It's insane.
it's an very, very fragmented, inefficient
All I'm saying is,
system.
I could sit on the couch, have a Judge Judy on. Within 7 seconds, she's sitting down ready to regulate. It's going to take 11 minutes to pull up, to go through just to get
but also,
the episode
like,
up.
it's a streaming platform, so you have to pay a subscription for IMDb TV.
comes with
comes with
Amazon.
Okay.
With Prime.
Fine.
But
still.
the process of like this remote, do this, beep 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 on my fingers. Oh my God, these are very normal size fingers. Why? Go through that. I'll hit a D. I didn't mean to do that again.
Do you
ever?
ever try the dictate function?
Oh, I could never. No, that's rude. No, no. Like, hey, put on Judy Justice.
No. When you're typing in your info,
Yeah.
you hit the microphone and you spell out like your email address or like your password.
Oh no, I mean the windows are the shades on.
You whisper it
My
into
God, yeah. S.
888-842-2357.
Thank you.
We'll
so
see you
much.
guys in Milwaukee. Thank you so much.
Come back, come back either in person or on the internet that will be 890.
Love y'all.
Seatbelts.
Seatbelts.